What are the innovative things that separate you from other companies? Confidentiality, privacy, setting up anonymous phones. You touched on that a little.
Well, number one, we know how to run a good business. That's number one. Number two, we set up a Ritz Gold service model, and we have a gold standard culture, which we went to all the training, and then I brought everything back, and then we trained everybody in our company to have a gold standard mindset. And then number three, we believe that protection starts with the removal of all the personal information of the individual off the internet. And many times people with their social media, they use a real phone or they use a real email. And that's how, if I'm investigating them or I'm investigating bad guys, it's easy. Once I have a phone number or a cell phone number or an email, I can get anything I want on the individual. So we believe it's about a year process, but we take all their information off the internet. We also created 001 luxury entity of the company, and that's part of that service because if you're...
So you can undo the damage once they've done it, once they've already set up their social media with their email and their phone number, you go undo the damage and use the encrypted... What do you call it?
We would set up encrypted communications for them, email, phone, and text, because how many times are celebrities and famous people hacked? All the time. And then what we do is also we set up this infrastructure of we set up fake emails that go to the real email, and nobody ever knows what the real email is, including people that work for them. So that's a little bit of examples of how we do it. But I believe that protection starts, there's so much of their information, we assess what's out there, and it's usually a treasure trove of information, not only with them, but their wife or their girlfriend, and in addition their children. And we want to get that information off the internet so that the homes, their addresses, all of that is off there, so that they, I remember doing stalking cases with famous people, and I'm on my computer and they call me on the phone and I say, do you live at this address? Yeah, how did you find out? Well, it's on the internet. And so that's why we believe that we want to remove all that. We start protection, but it's a process where it takes about a year and then we put this information out. So for example, when I put this information out, here's what I typically do. So I had a fake credit card that I set up to pay for stuff on my fake Amazon account. And so what I did was I had $1.99 on my credit card to use. No, actually $3.64. And I saw the Wall Street Journal was offering $1.99 and you can get 2 months of the Wall Street Journal sent to your house. So what I did was I used the fake name, fake email, fake phone number, ordered the Wall Street Journal, sent to my real address. So now that's on a database that the person who lives at that address is a fake name, a different name. They don't know it's a fake name, but they think it's a real person.
So you made up a random name like Frank Smith and put that on the card and mailed to your house so people think Frank Smith lives there.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. In addition, I have a fake Uber account, fake Amazon account. So if you were going in Uber
without a credit card, how do you get a fake credit card?
There are several different apps that I can set up a fake credit card, and I can put in whatever name I want.
And it gets approved and goes through?
Yes, 100%, yeah. Okay. And it will either attach to a real credit card or will actually attach to my bank account, that it comes out of my bank account.
Okay.
So, and then I use a fake address that the fake credit card gives me, like address in Utah to be able to pay for that. So I haven't gotten any mail at my house for 10 years. All my stuff has been off the internet for 10 years.
I do the same thing. Since I became a Playmate, they told me to get a P.O. box, and I've always had a P.O. box. But recently I had a problem with Blue Shield. They wrote to me and they said that they were going to drop my health insurance because I had to prove that I was a resident. I can't use a P.O. box. And I wrote to them and I said, do you remember Rebecca Schaefer, the actress that got killed because somebody went into the DMV, got her address, and came and shot her at her front door? And they said, we're sorry, we need your address anyway. They didn't care. So I don't know what to do about that situation. I don't know how they even knew it was a P.O. box. I think with Google Maps and all, and it's. I use a UPS store. I think maybe there's a better kind of P.O. box.
Yeah, I mean, if you just had P.O. box such and such at Beverly Hills, California, then that presents a problem. But if it has the address on a private
Mine's not written like a P.O. box. I can just write the street address.
Yeah.
But that's why I don't understand how they found out that it's a P.O. box.
I've used it all with my medical care, and I never had a problem. I mean,
This is the first time in, it's been 20-something years, it's the first time I had an issue, so I was wondering if it's, if they're cracking down on, or if it's because it's a UPS store. I don't really know.
yeah, I'm not sure, but I think I would probably talk to a different person and call there to speak to a different person, and just depending who you talk to is probably going to say, yeah, we're okay with that.
Yeah, there must be a way, because celebrities have business managers' offices as their addresses all the time. So there's a way not to have your home address, even if it's not a P.O. box. There's a way. And yeah, they shouldn't force people to give out their personal address.
Yeah, I think that is so important today, and when we do protection on somebody, that's part of protection to me. Most people that have protection companies don't even, this is not even on their radar. They don't even know how to do it. They wouldn't know how to do it. And when you think about executive protection, I think most people think, getting an alarm on your house and, having some security cameras and maybe a guy standing in a security booth. They don't think about prevent the problem before it happens sounds to me what WPG is about, partially, and also physically protecting your all-encompassing. We have a client and he uses Alexa, and we don't recommend using Alexa because it's going to a server, and it's, there's a database of information that is stored there. And in addition, it could be subpoenaed, that information. There was an article that just came out. We don't recommend any of that type of those devices because...
So since I have two of them, and it has occurred to me to unplug it if I'm having a private conversation, not that I'm on the radar of anybody, but I enjoy the convenience of my Alexa, but it has occurred to me to unplug it if I'm having a private conversation.
It's probably tracking you even if you unplug it. When this cell phone is turned off and it's in your house, it's tracking you where you're at. So I would, I don't know about Alexa because it's not a device I use.
Yeah, it's hooked up to my Amazon account, so I'm sure they track it.
It's tracking everything.
Yeah, your shopping habits. Probably your conversations. They probably know if you're shopping for, a sofa before you go shopping.
Well, this phone, which is tracking where we're at right now, and even if it's turned off, we're tracking.
So even
I
if you
put it
shut
in a
off
Faraday bag, and the Faraday bag stops the signal from going.
I bought a Faraday bag. I do have one. I end up using it to carry my passport and things, but I did listen to, and I did buy one.